So, starting with Us30, since it's the 6th month of the year, I'm going to be starting on a yearly time frame. As you can see, for the year, price action has created a bearish doji candle with a low of 36,500 and a high of 45,000 with an opening price of 43,471, as price action is 140 points from its opening price. If you go to the 6-month time frame, as you can see, being that it's the first 6 months of this year, price action has essentially created a bearish doji candle. As you can see here, with market structure creating a higher high, a higher low, a higher high, and on lower time frames, as you can see, price action did come down to create a higher low before continuing to make a higher high. So we'll see how the next candle handles that market structure on lower time frames. If you go on to the quarterly time frame, as you can see, price action has created a higher high. More in-depth look into it, you can see it created a higher high, a higher low, a higher high, and a higher low, with this being a bullish doji candle following a bearish doji candle. So on the monthly time frame, price action has created a higher high, a higher low, higher high, a higher low, and has continued to make a higher high. As you can see here, a bullish engulfing candle made around 1,475, and with this month's candle has created a 42, has opened at 42,196 and has made a high of 43,116 and has made a low of 41,832. So if we go more in depth to the weekly time frame, price action has created a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, lower high, and has broken structure to create a lower low, from creating a higher high, a lower high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, and on long time frames has counter trended. So as you can see here, price action is creating a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Has broken structure to create a lower low, a lower high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, and has rejected offer of 43,000 and has fallen towards 42,300. As price action is now headed toward 42,000 after rejecting off 43,000. As you can see here on the daily time frame, that would be like the most recent low. So as you can see, higher high, higher low. This will be the most recent low. If you go into the 4-hour time frame, as you can see here, price action has created a 30.2% retracement, has went to 43,000 and has rejected off to that area, creating a lower low, a lower high, and following that lower high, price action has continued to go bearish towards 43,000 and is supply and demand zone. So if you were to measure this retracement here, price action would create a 30.2% retracement or a 61.8% retracement, which would then cause price action to continue to go bullish and then bearish, creating a lower high and a lower low. Alright, and If we go into gold, as you can see here, price action is open at 2,625 and has gone bullish 800 points. Price action has opened on the monthly time frame of 3,300 and has made a low of 3,293 and a high of 3,444. As price action has gone bullish 141 points. If we go on to the weekly time frame, price action has has opened at 3,317. It's created a high of 3,444 as it's gone above 3,400 and now heads towards 3,500. As you can see here, price action has created a high, a higher low, and high. If we go on to the daily time frame, price action has created a high, higher low, a high, and has created a lower low before creating a low high and a higher high and a higher low. Excuse me. Price action has created a high, higher low, a higher high, then a lower low, and a lower high, and a higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. So now price action now reaches this area here. As you can see, if we go on to lower time frames, price action has respected this supply and demand zone as it continues to go bullish. So should price action continue to go bearish, I would look for an entry right around 38.2% retracement, or at the very least 61.8% retracement. It'll have to be on lower time frames such as the 1 hour time frame. Now if we were to go into USD JPY, price action has created a bearish doji candle and is falling negative 50 points from its opening price of 144. On the weekly time frame, as you can see, it's created a bearish engulfing candle. It's created a lower high, lower low, lower low, and a lower high, creating a bearish engulfing candle on the weekly time frame. On the daily time frame, price action is created a lower low, lower high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, maintain the same high, created a lower low, lower high, excuse me, a lower low, a lower high, and is now going to continue to go bearish. So as you can see here, price action has created a lower low, created a higher high, higher low, higher high, and there's broken structure right around this area here, and it's created a lower low, and now it looks to continue to go bearish as it's found support around 143. I wouldn't necessarily take any entries here, as it seems that price action is going to find support around this area and retest the last high for a lower high. And once it does so, I'm looking, if price action is going to continue to go bullish, then I will be looking for price action to break structure. On the monthly time frame, price action has created a bullish doji candle, and following last month's bullish doji candle, we're going to the weekly time frame. Price action has created a bearish doji candle. As price action has broken structure here, as you can see, it's broken this trend line, creating a lower high, lower low, higher high, and this kind of trend on lower time frame. So if you go into the daily time frame, as you can see here, price action has created a high, higher low, lower high, higher or low, higher high, and now looks to create a higher low. So if you go onto the 4-hour time frame, as you can see here, price action has created a high high, higher low, high high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and now a lower low. This price action looks to continue to go bearish and possibly head towards 193. So with that being said, on lower time frames here, as you can see, if you were to measure the bearish price action here, price action could either respect 38.2% retracement or 61.8% retracement. And so it seems that price action is going to continue to head towards 61.8% retracement. So I would wait until then in order to find any bearish entries. But as you can see here on time frames such as the daily time frame, price action could continue to go bullish should it create a counter trend. So price action could find support around the supply and demand zone area. And should it find support around this supply and demand zone area, I would essentially look for entries that signal that price action is going bullish. So as you can see here, if you go on the 4-hour time frame, price action has already created this large bearish move in order to open the market. Alright, so if we go into AUD USD, price action has created a bullish candle with a large upper wick, and then on the weekly time frame, price action has created a bearish doji candle. As you can see, price action has gone bullish, creating a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and a higher high, and price action looks to have created a counter trend after rejecting off of a high of 65.5. If we go to the daily time frame, as you can see here, price action has created a high high, higher low, higher 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 high, and has broken structure right around this area of 0.65. And so as you can see here with this large bearish candle, price action could continue to go bearish and possibly head towards 0.64. Or it could find support right around this supply and demand zone area here. So as you can see here, I'm just going to be patient. So as you can see, price action is essentially going to price action is going to create a low low and a lower high and a higher low. as you can see here. Price action has rejected off of a high here and has broken structure and created a lower low and a lower high. As you can see here, creating a bullish doji candle. So we'll see if price action essentially continues to go bearish, as you can see here. So on the monthly time frame, as you can see here, price action has created a lower low, lower high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, maintain the same low, and a higher high. So as you can see here, price action has created has continued to go bullish, created a higher high, higher low, a high high, higher low, and now it's created a higher high. So as you can see here, price action has created a large bearish candle and now heads towards a 50% retracement or a 61.8% retracement. So on the monthly time frame, as you can see here, price action could create a 38.2% retracement or a 23.6% retracement. On the monthly time frame, should they go bearish? But as you can see here, price actions continue to go bullish, even creating a 38.2% retracement on the weekly time frame. As you can see that price action respected as it's continued to go bullish right around 0.16. So if you go on to the daily time frame, as you can see here, if you were to measure the retracement here, price action is currently creating a 38.2% retracement on the daily time frame. And as you can see, if you were to essentially measure the retracement, price action has created a higher low after creating a higher high right around 0.16. And 61.8% retracement is at 14.7, and 38.2% retracement is at 0.153. So, with that being said, we'll essentially just wait for price action to continue to go bullish as overall market structure is bullish.
And should contract risk because stop loss is too high. Let me calculate it really fast.
So if we go on monthly time frame for Bitcoin, price action has created a 61.8% retracement if you count the wicks, and then price action has created a higher high, higher low, higher high, and if we go on to the monthly time frame, it's created a bearish doji candle. And if you go to the weekly time frame, as you can see here, price action created a 23.6% retracement 100,000 and 103,000, and a 38.2% retracement of 97,000, and a 61.8% retracement of 88,000. So if you go to the daily time frame, as you can see here, price action has created a double top pattern and could continue to go bearish and find support right around 100,000. So on the 4-hour time frame, as you can see here, price action on higher time frames continues to go bullish, with price action looking to find support right around 100,000, creating what could possibly be a low following a high.
So if you get the profile of the session, as you can see, you can also stay here. I want to stay short from fair value, the value area low, sorry, value area low. Again, buyers trying to step in. I think we will target for $2,500 if we get that out.
Alright, so if we go on to the monthly time frame, as you can see here, price action has created a bearish doji candle following a large bullish candle made the month prior. If we go to the weekly time frame, price action has created a lower low and a lower high. Price action looks to continue to go bearish due to these bearish candles that are made on the weekly time frame here, with this week's candle being the third consecutive bearish candle. But as you can see on the daily time frame, price action has created a lower low, a lower high, and a higher high, a higher low, as price action is consolidated around this area and then created a higher high and a higher low.
The complete recovery of the stop loss we took. So I think I will be okay with this position, and maybe we get another position using part of this profits if we go down. The volume is confirming our narratives, except for the sellers, but we are still pushing hard. Check the precision on the entry, guys. This is what you can do with volumes. Getting the last tick up. Why? Because it was protected from the volume. So I can already go break even on this position in some minute. We are still pushing. We are almost to target. We are almost up to zero. One tick up. And now we just need to be patient. Sell pressure is going really insanely high. Look at the sellers, the cumulative volume delta. They are really pushing. The market is not showing any kind of buy aggression, just collapsing. Credible collapse of the market. We are almost to take profit. It was not even a 5 minutes. 1 to 3 risk to reward. Let's see if we have a reversal here. We are already risk free.